In New York City, there are over 200,000 high school students attending schools across the 5 boroughs. Roughly 87% of those students are minorities. In such a vast system of education, students and teachers agree that minority students are being underserved and misunderstood. Their voices for change are showcased here in the color of education.
We demand a culturally responsive curriculum.
There has to be some type of common ground where both schools and students meet so that they can come together for that student's success.
School, I think the purpose of school is to gain education, to use it in your real life, in real life situations. That's why I care about my education.
Most typically, if you go to one of our schools, you're going to have to go through a metal detector. That start to a day, I think, really is detrimental to a young person's openness. It makes school a place that does not feel as if you belong there, as if it belongs to you, or that even that you're welcome. You are under suspicion from the minute you hit that door.
We demand more emphasis on life skills.
I mean, I guess like my English class, I like to write, so I think that's gonna help me a little bit. And then like math, I guess, like the basic, like algebra, I think is like the highest math level you actually need in life. But other than that, like not much.
What I could change is I wish I would have gone to a school that's a little closer to what this model is, where there is a dialogue going on about social issues and social justice, because that is something that I have always been interested in, and I wish that I would have spoken up more and taken a stance more when given the opportunities.
We demand equal voice in school programming.
Classroom teachers have to learn a lot of new things. Every year, they have to practice and prove themselves. Young people are not passing their standardized exams. Teaching history content, learning those facts, that all that information is difficult, and quite frankly, in my experience, it was really boring.
I'm not a number.
I'd rather be evaluated on how well I act in class, how well I do homework, how well I do classwork, how well I participate in class, than just doing by a test. Because by a test, I mean, anyone can study the night before and they can do well on the test. But if you literally learn the whole curriculum in and out, but when you take the test is in front of you and you just freeze and you do well and you do bad on the test, doesn't mean you don't know the curriculum, it just means you just did bad on that specific test.
Even though our teachers will have a general idea of what's on tests, they don't always have 100% answers. Instead of sitting there trying to do well, you sitting there kind of regretting what you didn't study and what you didn't learn more about.
We demand better test prep and tutoring.
Well, they don't really, like I said, we have the SAT course, so unless you go to that SAT course, they tell you like the basics, like, sign up for it, but other than that, it's just like you're on your own unless you sign up and pay the $400.
We demand better food quality.
I feel that we have like pizza every Friday, we have like sandwiches every like Thursday and stuff like that. I would like to have more diversity in it and actually more like cultural food.
We demand better Metro cards.
I did work at a transfer school for many years. The biggest issue we had there was attendance. The students didn't have money for half fare or for full fare, they just wouldn't come to school. I don't exactly know how students are paying for half fare if it does come up. If it's not from getting money from their parents, I'm assuming they're just scrounging by, or possibly.
We demand better health services.
Sometimes I have like a stomach ache or my head hurts. They just take your temperature and they make you sit in the office. And if you like your arm hurts or something, here an ice pack, you'll be fine, and then they send you back to class.
This is no direct appeal for change. The Color of Education is meant to get the conversation going about making mindful changes to our city's education system to properly serve the mass majority of minorities. For all personal viewpoints in this cause, please use #ColorOfEducation when posting to social media.